Welcome everyone to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello.
All right, so I don't know if it's me watching this movie, but did it come across to you that it's like they're not spending the money like they used to for Ghostbusters, and they're kind of cutting corners, and it's kind
Yeah,
of almost like a B movie, like they're afraid to spend money, and where it counts, it looks cheap, and it looks like
it
they want
was. It
money.
was good. To me,
So
I thought it was good, but yeah, it did look cheap to make.
So I have a problem because the thing is that look, Egon Spangler was a Ghostbuster,
Yeah,
right? But he wasn't. They like the fact that they're kind of making it like he's like the main Ghostbuster, like the whole Ghostbuster thing is him.
yeah,
Like I get it. He has a family. What I don't get is I don't understand how Winston Zedmore is rich and could afford keeping Ray financially stable, keeping the firehouse, having a facility that costs millions of dollars, but he can't buy them a house. Like they got to stay in the firehouse.
yeah,
Why don't you buy them a house? Like a couple of hundreds of thousands. You're spending like $100 million on a Ghostbuster facility, like and the fact that
which got trashed
right.
on
And
top of that.
Ray wants to be a Ghostbuster. Winston's like, no, you're gonna get hurt. You're old. We're old. And and he's miserable. He's watching. He's like, who are these fucking people running on my fucking Ecto, the one I'm fucking fixing all the time and shit like
Yeah,
that, right? They're riding around in it, right? And they're living in the firehouse. And look, I get it. That's fine that they're the family, but you're not the only family to Ghostbusters, right? Now, I don't know why Bill Murray wasn't in it more. Now all of a sudden he's super scientist, right? That they come to with stuff, which okay, but like we had so many missed opportunities with this movie, with Bill Murray and Walter Peck. Like they were
yeah.
bitter enemies in the first one, right? So why wouldn't you capitalize on you got these two fucking actors together? You can't pay enough. You can't like what is it? You can't afford to pay Bill Murray and him to interact with each other and fight with each other. Not that they have to fight because they're older, but like why can't he be in it more? Like Bill
Yeah,
Murray should have been in it more, right? I understand you want to focus on the family and the kids, but
yeah.
the
That's
fact
easy.
that this is their legacy too. Like they need to be in it more than they were. Like
They started with Afterlife,
Bill Murray
which
got the least part.
yeah,
They just wasn't in it enough for me. And you lost me because now you got this thing. She's too young all of a sudden. When in the first one, she fucking basically took on fucking
yeah.
Gozer, kicked her ass, right? But now she's too young. And then you got this other shit. I don't know what they were trying to do because again, at the end of the day, she's 15. So what is she gonna have a fucker? Was that supposed to be a romance or was that supposed to be a friendship with that girl
One minute I hear
that died?
romance, next thing I hear
Because that
friendship.
she's 15 and that was like just weird. And
Yeah.
then she decides to kill herself to be a ghost.
No, no, it wasn't that she was trying to kill
I mean,
herself.
not kill herself, but she kind of temporarily became a ghost because of
Yeah,
all right,
because she wanted
lingo,
to interact
whatever.
with this
Okay,
other
not let's
friend.
not be suicide, kill yourself, but like still, it just they focus on her, but they don't focus on the grandson at all. Like like he's seriously like
I'm about to say something, and I can seriously say this is the reason why. At least this is how I look at it. Uh, you can you can thank DEI for this because the whole notion, because there's that whole Hollywood notion of if you're a white, if you're male, if you're straight, if you're a particular religion, political party, then you're supposed to follow it in line with this white supremacy garbage.
are you out of your mind? I got that in mind because like let me tell you something. Look,
But no,
it's so.
but
I mean, look, Paul Rudd's supposed to be. We didn't even really get any interaction with Paul Rudd and Bill Murray. That's kind of
no,
fucked up. kind of fucked up. And we know he
But no,
wants
the
to be
whole
a
notion that
Ghostbuster.
they want to keep this whole notion that guys don't have the intelligence enough to switch on a light switch, but
Oh
women are
my
supposed to
god.
be the most intelligent thing out there.
Look, the whole thing is that we had so many missed opportunities. Stop having missed opportunities, all right? And I want to talk about the box office, that the stuff that they're talking about. Oh my god, now it's $1 billion industry now. The movie really didn't do well.
Yeah,
I don't know
didn't you?
why we're making it like this movie did so phenomenal, right?
Because it made less than the women's one.
I'm not saying the movie was bad, right?
Yeah,
It wasn't bad. It just wasn't great. Okay? It could have been
I said it
so
was
much.
good, and like
It
I
was
said, it was
good.
good.
It was good, but it wasn't great.
Yeah,
It could have been so much more. And I want them to just stop having half-ass Ghostbuster movies. I want it to be taken seriously, and I want forget about the fucking bullshit. With like the first one was scary, then it got all kiddie, right? Because of
yeah,
the kids, and somewhere it got confused where it doesn't know where it wants to be. Honestly, and you got the threat level with the first one, and then Afterlife, that villain serious, right? But this villain was like, you had the keymaster, you had the gatekeeper, right? Now you got the fire master. That's fucking
yeah.
stupid. That was fucking stupid. Honestly, I did love the actor. Don't get me wrong, that played it. I just didn't want him to be called Fire Master. That was just fucking. Should have like Fire Lord or some shit. Like that's just dumb. You're copying off the first movie, right? And then now all of a sudden there's all these experts out of nowhere that came out of nowhere. Like you got a guy in the library that he talks to. I just want to put it out there that they never caught the ghost from the library. So I don't know
No,
why people thought that that was their first thing before they really became Ghostbusters, and they ran away. Okay,
yeah,
so they never caught the librarian, and because everything got kicked out, Vigo is free.
that's right.
Vigo, the scourge of Carpathia, the sorrow of Moldavia, is free. The big villain of two is free. Right? Now we know that
Yeah,
Gozer, Zool, whatever, that's in the farm trap. I guess in the house they kept that shit there. So Gozer isn't free. What's up, unknown?
and
But and what's up, K Rain? But Vigo is free now, and I didn't like again. Walter Peck was trying to shut down the Ghostbusters. He's mayor now. Bill Murray says, "Oh, this guy," but then they didn't really do
yeah, they
anything.
didn't
And
really go
then
into it.
right, we've been wanting that for how long? And then he's like, all of a sudden, like like the mayor of the first one, when everybody's like coming around to him, he's like, "Oh, I love the Ghostbusters now."
Because he
So,
basically was conned and manipulated
right,
into saying it. So I know
I
it.
know. I mean, another thing too. I mean, it's a little thing. It's not really a big deal, but Winston in the first one, it just took it to get paid. He wasn't a scientist. He wasn't into any of that shit. He fixed the car with Ray, right? But he
Yeah,
wasn't a scientist, and he wasn't like they were scientists. He wasn't a scientist, right? And now he's the guy that is the one that's a fucking multi-billionaire or whatever, rich, and they're all the geniuses are all poor. Like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. I just find that hysterical, and you know the secretary, like she's just there. I guess she was doing real estate, she was doing whatever, and she's all of a sudden, I'm back in it. You know, I mean, I don't know why Sigourney Weaver wasn't in it. Honestly, she was in the other one,
yeah.
right? In Afterlife, they could have just grabbed her and got her. And then Rick Moranis, I don't really understand why he wouldn't want to do a cameo. It's not like you have a commitment, you know. But I would have liked to see Rick
Because I know
Moranis.
one of the guys, I forget which one, said he was really missed on set.
Yeah. But look, ultimately, I felt that the villain didn't look good enough, right, to be that par. It looked
Yeah,
like it looked like a made-for-TV Ghostbusters villain. It could have been so much more, and they didn't do it proper with him. But I think they should. They are going to do
it was
more
almost
Ghostbusters.
with this being the second movie, and people are not. It's almost as
Well,
though
let's go into the box. Sorry, I wanted to go into the box office
with
and
this
show it
being the
because
second movie, and the second movie, it's almost though the second movie did the whole third time around is the bad one. So
okay, so we're gonna compare, right? I really want to compare this because um, all right, so I'm gonna screen share this now. We're gonna really go deep into the box office here because um, all right, so let's look at Frozen Empire. All right, now again, they did admit that it didn't cost that much money to make. They only spent, I believe, 75 million to
mm-hmm.
do it, which that's unheard of because usually a lot of stuff is a lot more money. It made 198 million worldwide. Now you have to understand that the international money, like the 87 million there, they don't get that full 87 million. Maybe they get half. So it made like maybe, I guess, $100 million profit, maybe, right?
And you have to also factor in the ads and all that too.
Yeah.
So
So there's that. So it wasn't a failure. It was profitable, but not that much,
yeah.
right?
In other
Now,
words, you say basically you would say it would is one of those that broke even.
right. So now we're gonna look at the we're gonna look at Afterlife, right? Now, hold on. Now Afterlife made 204, right? Again, it probably didn't cost that much to make because it wasn't really heavy on the effects until later
Yeah.
on. So they showed a profit too, but again, you have to understand this Ghostbusters now. You can't be getting cheap every movie now.
No.
I know that. I mean, I think they're afraid to spend money, but you can't be afraid to spend money with Ghostbusters, right? So this was you got baby profitability. Now, again, let's go into. I'm gonna go into now the girl one, okay, and then we're gonna go into the originals. All right, so let's go into Ghostbusters. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna share this. Okay. So this is Ghostbusters Answer the Call. This is with the women, right? This had 229 million, right? Now, made more money. This is the kicker, though. It made more money than the other ones, right? But less profitable because they spent too much money to make it. Supposedly the dance number that they had that they cut was $5 million by
Oh,
itself.
good Lord.
So this movie has the illusion that it did better, but it didn't because it wasn't profitable. So
Yeah.
I think it broke even or whatever. So there's that, right? Now, we're talking about a whole new generation of Ghostbuster films to the original ones, right? Like this, the money is not that great that these movies are making. Like really not. And it's very
almost
surprising.
as though it's almost as though the whole wokeness that's been striking Hollywood, they're afraid to cross that woke line, so they have to make something that doesn't cross that woke line.
Now let's go to Ghostbusters 2, right? Let's go to Ghostbusters 2. Now, keep in mind, Ghostbusters 2 was made like basically in '89, and it made 250 million. So
Yeah.
right off the bat, making that type of money, it, if you count like how much that is today, that's way more. That those were successful. What it wasn't as successful as the first one, right?
Yeah.
So 215
Factor
million.
inflation and all that.
You're
Yeah.
talking in the 80s it made that. That's why I'm like, you know. But now we're gonna go into Ghostbusters, the original, to show that it's still the best. Hold on. 1984. Okay. So again, back then in the 80s, this almost made like 300 million. Okay. And that in the 84, that was phenomenal. Phenomenal, that was. All right. 296 million,
Yeah.
578. Okay. So there's your numbers for Ghostbusters. And again, during this time, this is the time when movies are supposed to make like ridiculous amounts of money, hundreds of millions of dollars, and it's not. So the thing is, they made a statement. Your son, Reitman's son, made
Yeah.
a statement that there's going to be more Ghostbusters. Okay, but and I understand it's not making money, but you gotta spend a little more money because they're looking cheesy. It's looking shitty. And I think there was the after credit scene that the Marshmallow Man was trying to reconstitute himself as a
Yeah.
big Stay Puft Marshmallow Man as a villain, like a side villain to whoever the main villain's going to be, right? Um, I'm on board with them fighting Stay Puft Marshmallow Man again. I would love it, but we need a
If,
powerful villain though. We can't have a
yeah.
shitty villain.
When they do make a third or a fourth, grab the. This is what I think would be kind
I
of
guess
cool.
this will be considered the third one.
Yeah, third one. But like I'm saying, it doesn't matter if it's the third or the fourth one that they
Well,
do.
whatever.
Grab it, probably introduce the ones from the Extreme Ghostbusters in one of those two.
Or you could bring back Vigo. I'd be
Yeah, you
open
can
to
bring
that
back Vigo, but I'm just
because they
talking
brought back
about.
Gozer and Zool and all that, so I would be open to that.
I'm talking about like crew members, like
Yeah.
Ghostbuster crew members. Bring in the Extreme Ghost, but maybe
Well,
one or
why
two.
didn't we get Oscar?
Yeah,
Because he raised Oscar, right, with
yeah,
Sigourney Weaver, right? Like, why don't we have him and his friends? I always said they should have just did Seth Rogen and his whole group be a bunch of Ghostbusters. Remember I
yeah.
told you that? He's afraid of fucking acting now. I don't know why. Ever since they made fun of fucking Korea, he doesn't want to fucking do any acting that much. He wants to be behind the scenes. I don't know what his problem is, but he should act, you know. And I'm sorry they gave James Franco a rough deal too. He needs to come back too. Sorry, you know. But anyway, the next Ghostbusters we'll probably see, I would say in 2025, 2026. They're not going to wait too long. I think we're gonna get another one too. Maybe 2025.
Yeah.
You know, it's just they're
And
going to be quiet about it.
and they're already in discussions for doing another Black Panther. So
Well, okay. So here's the thing with that now.
I said there's discussions. It's not
Yeah,
100%.
they're totally ridiculous because they think that that's a given
It's
profitability. It's not.
no.
It's really not. They
I'm not
think it
when
is.
when I heard that they're in the planning
They tuned
stages.
in to see what the fuck.
I'm not holding my breath.
People just tuned in to see what the fuck they were going to do because of, you know, Chadwick Boseman died, and they tuned in, but they're not going to tune in again because
not after that second
she's
one.
She's awful as the Black Panther. The kid is not old enough.
No,
you really need something else.
What the rumor is? Take this. Rumor is they're going to be possibly exploring the whole multiverse angle.
Yeah.
In order to get a new Black Panther, which I've said that. I've said that's what
they're
they
going to
should
reset
do.
the universe and it's going to be a different Black Panther.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a mixture of people from different universes comprised our own.
Yeah,
which I'm against, but whatever.
But like I said that pretty much.
Did you hear now that what's the name might be Kang? I can't pronounce his name. The guy that he's basically in everything. He was in Breaking Bad. He was in He's in Mandalorian. He's in
Yeah,
he Esposito, right? Right? He might be Kang. I think that's great. That is fucking phenomenal.
I've been catching a lot of these AI
I
generated.
thought he was gonna be like a Mortis, like an older Kang,
Yeah,
a Mortis, but they can't do that now because they're gonna do Kang. They can't
yeah.
change it like the Council of Mortis or some shit. They can't do shit like that. So,
But no, I've been catching a lot of these little AI created.
oh, I saw that shit where they tried to do the X-Men.
Yeah, they did the X-Men
That
with
was ridiculous. I
80s
I know.
actors and all this. And for whatever reason, they keep getting the wrong person for Jubilee. She's supposed to be Asian, and the gal
Yeah, they don't.
and the
They don't.
gal they got Phoebe Cates each time for her.
Yeah, they don't.
And I
Yeah, I don't
started
know.
looking through 80s actors.
That
And
should have been made too. Gremlins 3 should have been made too already.
yes,
She probably would have a granddaughter now, I guess, or a daughter maybe. I don't know, but well, granddaughter now, right? I guess it would be
yeah,
because
yeah,
yeah. So
granddaughter.
they need to do that. They need to be alive. There's no excuse. There should be a Gremlins 3. Just start the whole goddamn thing. No reboot. I guess Mogwai would be like Gizmo with the granddaughter.
Yeah, because initially Gizmo was going to be evil. That's the way.
Well, no, they thought
Yeah,
about
they thought
turning
about
him
going
for the
evil,
third movie.
and then they
No
decided,
fucking way. No,
yeah,
you can't turn him. No
no,
way.
that's
Just
why everything turned out.
the,
That's
the
why it took a
second
long.
movie had potential because they basically made it they can clone them.
Yeah,
So they could clone the both main villains of the two movies,
yeah,
Stripe, and they can clone the other one, the Brain. And Gizmo could fucking battle them or something. Or
hmm
they could give Gizmo a Mogwai as female to help him team up against fucking Stripe and the Brain. I think that would be fucking great, honestly. And then have the grandkids, whatever they're running around, and then the parents
yeah,
and the grandparents running around and whatever, and or whatever it is. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but that needs to be. You need to have a Gremlins live action for this generation. I totally has to be. I would think. Because they bring everything back. Why can't Gremlins have a goddamn sequel?
yeah.
It's not fucking. It's not like fucking pure perfection that you need to have a fucking. Just write a fucking thing and put it out there. Like,
Well, there's
look at half
plans
the
on.
movies they made. They made
Yeah,
fucking. They ruined half the fucking franchises, right? What are you gonna do, with Gremlins? You really gonna ruin it too? You ready? I think they already ruined it with the fucking animated thing they did. Did you see what they did with Gremlins? They did like a fucking thing, like they made it like there's alternate
yeah.
dimensions and fucking
I heard about it, but I haven't.
magic and shit. Like, oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up with that. So,
Well, they've got plans on combining GI Joe and Transformers in an upcoming
first of all,
movie.
you can't. My thing is, right? You can't combine them if you don't establish them.
Yeah,
If GI Joe is not established as a big franchise, like if you didn't build it up, then you can't combine them because nobody's going to give a fuck about a
mhm,
crossover.
mhm.
And Transformers, that thing that's coming out looks like shit.
It does. It
They were
does.
never best friends ever. Like I don't know what fucking universe that is, but they've been that was
Today, because in today's world, we can't be enemies. We got to start off at being best buddies.
Megatron's a mass fucking murderer. He wasn't. They weren't
Yeah,
like hip hop cool. Like he wasn't. Like what the fuck are you talking about? Now here's another thing. The Alien movie. This is what I don't understand, right? I know that I think Ridley Scott was against Sigourney Weaver being the lead in Alien, right? He wanted her to die, and then they
yeah.
almost fired him because he was going to do that.
That or she didn't want to come back or something like
No, no,
that.
well, no. In the first one, he wanted her
Oh,
to get
okay.
killed, right? And they didn't. All right, so we know Sigourney Weaver is the heroine of 1 and 2 and whatever, and then they cloned her and all that, right? But why does it have to be every single female in existence be battling the aliens? Why can't there be guys battle? Like, why can't there be a guy that's a lead? I understand what you're saying now. But is that really a stretch though? Like, why does it have to be all the same? It's like a copy and paste.
Because they cannot come up with something new.
But why
That's
do we have
why.
to have copy and paste? It's always the same thing. You knock it out of the
Bechdel test.
airlock.
That's what I was trying to think of earlier.
But
It's
like we
called
don't.
the
I don't
Bechdel.
want to see it. I don't want to see another alien movie where you knock it out the airlock again.
Yeah,
Why every movie have to be like that? Why can't they figure something out?
because they're lazy.
Oh
Because they
God.
can't come up with something new. It's the same way with Marvel and DC. They would
Well, they
rather,
did try three, and it was terrible.
yeah,
They decided let's have it on a planet with no weapons. Then she tries to commit suicide, and the alien wouldn't have her. The alien wouldn't
yeah.
kill her because she knew she was impregnated with it.
And
That
the
was that was a
and
waste.
the alien looked too much like Pumpkinhead in my belief.
Well, the
Yeah,
fourth one was like weird, right? I would just honestly, I would just make it like three never happened and four never happened, and just you know, it's so many decades later. She is like what is she like a heavy military thing and trained all these people for decades to battle the xenomorphs and leave it at that. But like Newt survived, they all survived. Just fucking do that and forget that three ever happened and four ever happened. And they do that from time to time. They pick and
yeah,
choose. Look what they did with the Terminator movie. They decided to erase Terminator 3, Terminator 4. They killed him when he was a kid when he went to a bar to get a soda or something. Like you ruined Terminator by altering the past now. So they got to fix that too. You got to save John Connor because that's
yeah,
just if you don't save John Connor, the whole thing is fucked because the whole thing was always about John Connor. Now you
yes,
can't make it that it's not about John Connor. You made him like the villain in the one before this one. Now you made it that the kid gets killed. Now you made it that they're not even Terminators anymore. They're fucking team like another timeline of like that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense.
branched off too much, and you pretty much cloned yourself to such an extent
And
where,
this girl is the fucking chosen one of the
oh
future
yeah,
leader of the yeah. Come on, come on,
Bechdel test.
come on now. Get rid of that. And like I say, the new Alien, right? It kind of looks like a copy and paste of like the older ones.
Yeah,
Like it's trying to do the same shit, but again, female lead, of course. I mean, we'll see. And this is supposed to take place, I guess, before shit or in the middle of shit. I don't. I know I want to talk to Chris because I want to see what he has to say about it. Um, I, people like you like the trailer. I mean, I guess I did. I mean, I don't know. I want to see what they do. I want to be optimistic about it.
yeah,
I mean, I got to tell you, they proved me wrong with the Predator. I loved the last one. I thought it was unbelievably good. Like I really enjoyed it, even though there was a female lead. I didn't care about that. That was, you know, I don't mind if there's a female lead as long as they do it right.
yeah. So long as it makes sense, I agree with you. So long as
Right?
they make a movie that makes sense by having somebody there, that's
I
good.
mean,
They're just
but
going,
not every
let's
movie
just
has
go
to
this
have a
way.
female lead. Like,
Yeah,
not every movie. We had Arnold Schwarzenegger, first of all, should be involved with a future Predator movie. He's
yeah,
alive. He never died. Let's just do that. Put him. Like, I really wanted to see him in a movie before he gets too old with Conan the Barbarian 1 and Predator. And obviously, we're not going to get either because for whatever fucking reason, these people can't get their shit together. And of course, he can't. What's he going to do? Fight? He can't fight when he's older now, right? So I don't know. That's just me rambling. We got X-Men on Wednesday.
yep. The
That's
final
good.
one.
I got my gamers in here, man. I got Unknown. I got K Rain under that name.
Because that was what was throwing me. I thought, okay, that doesn't look like it spells K Rain, but
No, he has like I don't know for whatever reason he's not having the K Rain account. He's got the other account. He's got like 12, 13 accounts. I don't know why, but whatever. But I just tell him just put name of the K Rain. Why is it gonna be under that name? So because nobody knows who I'm talking to. They think where's K Rain? I don't see K
yeah,
Rain.
that's what threw me for a second.
Like where the fuck is K Rain? So all right, while we're doing the everything show, I guess we'll talk about my gaming venture. Um, So okay, so we still have like I still have an issue with trolls. Naturally, I gotta set to have moderators now in my streams because people are just hating the fact that I'm doing so well in gaming. And of course, you get that when you succeed in stuff that people are going to be a bunch of haters and they try to destroy what you have. As I said before, I'm in a unique position now because remember back in the day when we did podcasts and I was available 24/7 because I wasn't working? Well, same thing. So might as well take advantage of this. And it's a whole different era now because there's ways to make money on YouTube and survive. Like I said, that's the only thing that I'm getting paid with right now. So um, we'll see what happens. But uh, if you want to donate to this channel, it's always been there. I just never pushed it. And Scott knows I never pushed it for
Yep.
fucking 13 years. I never pushed these functions that I built the channel to receive. Like, I passed the tiers, I passed the test, I passed everything, and I earned the right to make money on my YouTube channel with the PayPal and, the donations and stuff like that. I just never utilized it. And there's nothing wrong with me utilizing it because everybody gets paid, right? All
Yes.
these other people get paid, Neurotic, everybody else, they all fucking have, you make money from your streams, you make money from your whatever. So if you want to donate, you can donate. If you also, well, I put it out there because people started doing it without me even asking. If you want to send me a PlayStation card to buy games, I ain't gonna say no, but you got to send it to me on. You got to send it to me on Twitter. You got to DM me on Twitter and send me the code because we put it out in the open. People are gonna take the code, obviously. But people have been doing that, and they want to remain anonymous last week. But thank you for those cards. And there was also people that did donate that, like Raining Elbows is the third ranked guy. He was very nice and he gave me a $25 Japan card, so I appreciate that. And Super Beach Boy was donating money here and there, and Bad Wolf, and everybody has done everything. Unknown had gave me PlayStation card at times, and before all this happened, he was always awesome, and I love him. He's the best like game advisor. He tells me he doesn't have to do it, but he tells me play this, play that, do this, do that, stay away from this, stay away from that. K Rain is like the PR mouthpiece. He does great.
Hello,
Hello, the modern
madam.
gamer. So, while I'm here, you got me, and I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be podcasting. I'm going to be doing whatever I can. Um, I'm trying to get the little milestone now of 6,250. The main milestone, of course, is always the 1,000. So it's like 6,300, 6,400, 6,500. Again, you can't. So, but the way I get platinums, I get them like water. Now, Bad Wolf brought up a point. Well, how are you going to be able to continue competition if you have no budget now for the game? I will explain it to you. Okay. So, I had always created a backlog of games. So what I would do is there would be times I would be buying games every week, tons. Some of them I didn't even play, and I just threw them in my backlog, right? So I built up a huge library of games. For the PS4 has its own. PS4 has 400 games in there. This is some games I never touched. This is also some games that I touched a little bit or touched a lot, but I never finished them. They're in there. PS5 has a separate backlog of another. Now it's 418. So what happens is whenever I beat a game, I want to buy more games. And even though I wasn't working, I was getting PlayStation cards, so I'm still buying games. So I'm like, I basically build up a thing like a squirrel collecting nuts, so to speak. So it is estimated now that I have also the shoebox games, which is this is the actual games that add that with those. It's no longer 922. It's more like 940. It's about 940 games, 940 platinums that I could possibly have. And when I told Bad Wolf, I said, listen, I believe I'm good till July. Of course, do you want to be forced to play certain area games? No. You want new games, you want shit, right? So that's why I said things happen. I want to get in the PlayStation cards. I get donations or if money comes my way. I'm getting a YouTube check soon. Got to pay the bills first, and then we'll see. So I'm gonna do a goal this week first time ever financially, and I'm going to try to make $1,000 on these streams this week. And I don't think that's really a lot because I people have made thousands in one stream,
Mm-hmm.
in one fucking stream, talking about the stupidest shit known to man. The guy that did a video about me must have made $1,000 that night, just talking about me in a loop, right? So if that motherfucker could make $1,000 talking about bullshit, and especially me, I should be able to make myself money, you know. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be streaming, and again, I'm gonna stream what I want to stream. I'm trophy hunting too. So I distinguish trophy hunting as there's two aspects of trophy hunting. I could be going for platinums or I could be going for regular trophies. Sometimes I'm going for regular trophies. Sometimes I'm going for platinums. I'll tell you. And I was trying to get 1,000 trophies in 24 hours. So that may not happen, but hey, we got a whole other 12 hours to go now into tomorrow at 1 o'clock to see what I do. But I wanted to get a jump on Raining Elbows because he said this whole thing on Twitter about the strategy and everything, and I'm like, oh, okay. Now I'm going to just get more platinum and more trophies. So yeah, I'm making fun out of it. I'm making it like a game. So I'm going to try to get a lot of platinums by tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And hopefully I can stay up tonight, a couple hours more. We'll see. So that's what's going on with the gaming. Thank you, Modern Gamer, for tuning in. So there's Liza P is the AAA I'm playing. I really enjoy that. That's like Bloodborne. I'm playing a few AAAs, and you'll see what I play because I'll be playing them after 1 tomorrow, probably, because I want to get some stuff done. All right. I also, Nolan showed me that Awesome P3 is coming out. Now, Awesome P1 and 2, love the shit out of that game. So I'm going to find a way to buy that game, obviously. And that's coming out on the 15th. So I got a couple of days. I think it's the 13th now, right, Scott?
Yeah.
That should be Wednesday, I think, right? I think so. So we're going to do a thing about X-Men, of course. I'm going to try to get to see Godzilla. And when I do, I'll get with Scott because I know you saw it, right? And I'll get with Chris, and we'll do it like we did this one about Ghostbusters. I gotta be honest with you.
I just want to warn you, it's talky.
Okay, well, I enjoyed. The kids took me to see Godzilla -1, and I thought that was fucking phenomenal, right? No, that was phenomenal. No, the one I got to see is the Empire one.
Oh, okay.
With Kong. That's
okay, that one.
That's that I got to see. But I kind of okay. So let me talk to you about that one. The reason I didn't see it the minute it came out, all right, there was something that just turned me off about it. When I saw the clip of them running together, like, and I think
that
Kong
did look hokey.
Right, so, and I saw Kong pet Godzilla like a dog. I'm like, no. Like, immediately I was like, no. Now, I didn't like it. That kind of maybe turned me off from seeing. Why did I talk like that? That turned me off from seeing it for the first time right off the bat. So, but I will see it, and we're gonna review it, and hopefully I like it. I don't know if I am, because I'm not really crazy fan of these made up asshole villains that they did, but we'll see. But I also am a believer that you can't go to the well one too many times. And I don't know if I'm crazy the fact that I just heard that the next one is Godzilla and Kong again. Because I kind of want Kong to get the fuck out. Honestly. Yeah. I want it to be Godzilla-centric and get the fuck out of my movie. Like, honestly. Because I think what they do is they make it like Kong's the main fucking shit, and he isn't. So I kind of want Kong to get the fuck out of it.
We've already established we've got Godzilla and Kong, and I agree. In the next movie, Kong needs to have his separate movie as well.
Go fucking make your own movie. Get out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
This buddy thing is
Yeah, no,
is
I'm
gonna
not.
destroy the franchise.
I don't like the way it looks like shit. Like I could do that on my computer.
Yeah,
Like and running like dogs or whatever. They don't do that. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Never seen them run like that in my life. I mean,
no,
even when he was in a suit, like a man was in a suit, like it looked absolutely ridiculous. That graphics or whatever you want to call it, the CGI or whatever, absolutely ridiculous. Them running together like that. Oh, and I will, because I have Disney Plus, I will watch the Marvels and I will shit on it, I'm sure, on here with you. And, I may decide to watch She Hulk and fucking Ms. Marvel. We'll see. Um, Not really wanting to, but
I can.
we'll
Let's
see.
see, Marvels, Madam Web. How can I describe
Okay,
this?
well, Adam Webb, I'm probably going to see on the 15th. That's when it comes out on Netflix.
You're gonna hate it.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I know. But
It's
that's fine. That's fine. I know. I'm well
and
aware.
Marvels. You're gonna definitely probably want to punch the screen.
Right, I'm well aware of that too. Look, if there was any inclination that they were going to be excellent, I would have saw it immediately. But it just looked like shit, both of them. So I was like, eh.
Yeah, yeah. Even the credit scene, it just
No. So, I want to reach out to Marty, wherever the fuck you are, Marty. I know you wanted to come on the cast before. I did one before. I did two now. You haven't appeared. So, reach out to me on Twitter. DM me. Because you got a new account. I don't know how to fucking reach you. I just want to send links to you and shit. I don't know. So, we'll do a cast about Doctor Who. And Kate, if you want to do it, let me know on Twitter or on my gaming streams. I know you want to review Space Babies because you can't fucking stand it. So, you're not the only one. I told her to watch Devil's Court because she was turned off completely from Doctor Who because of that. I said, no.
no.
You gotta
Devil's
see
Court is a
Devil's Court.
must.
No, you gotta see Devil's Court. Please see Devil's Court, please.
Yeah.
Jinx Monsoon, you're fucking fantastic. That's I don't care what anybody says, you're fucking fantastic. I thought you were fucking excellent. Excellent. All right. We're out of here. Gotta go back to gaming. Thank you, Scott. And check out Scott's he has an alternate route with Doctor Who, Blind Dyslexic.
Yes. It's called Alternate Route, Doctor Who, and the Osiris Operation. I had to do some repair, like I said in another case. I had to do some repairs on the upcoming half of it. So none of what was ever nothing that was already up on YouTube has been affected. It's just that when I started adding too much stuff, and I thought, I need to take some stuff out. So the Osiris Operation, Alternate Route, YouTube, and it's under this name here as well. So,
okay. What are you playing gaming now? Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, I'm still doing Grand Theft Auto because I'm addicted to that damn thing.
Okay. All right, guys.
And if you want to add me on PlayStation, it's IV Doctor.
Got it. Meaning Fourth Doctor.
Yeah, play on the Fourth Doctor. Yeah.
Yes, but IV, right? The Roman numerals. All right. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Bye for now.